Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Eagan Civic Arena. We've got South Suburban boys varsity hockey action for you here on ETV. We've got a crew, an Emmy Award-winning crew, here to bring you all the action. We've got a great crowd filing in for Youth Hockey Day here in Eagan. We're going to tell you a little bit more about that coming up soon, but right now we've got the Eagan Wildcats and the Lakeville North Panthers in South Suburban varsity hockey action. Good afternoon. My name is Nathan Cron. I'm going to be joined by Greg Byrne very momentarily. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a nice game here between two teams, one of whom has won 8 in a row. That's right, 8 games in a row. And we've got that's the Lakeville North Panthers. And then, of course, the Eagan Wildcats, who have won 2 in a row after what turned out to be an extended break due to COVID, illness, and just a fluke of scheduling. So the Wildcats have won both of their games this week, beating Burnsville and Bloomington Jefferson. The Jefferson game probably being, according to Coach Carlson, their best 3 periods, their best game start to finish all season long. The Lakeville North Panthers, on the other hand, have won 8 in a row after early season defeats against Lakeville South and Moorhead, 2 ranked teams here in the state of Minnesota. The Lakeville North Panthers have piled it on with a scoring attack that has been balanced but effective. As I mentioned, it is Youth Hockey Day here in Eagan. We're going to see a lot of youth hockey players, probably get a few shots of them in the crowd. We've got a lot of people wearing their jerseys, lots of signs. Afterwards, after the game tonight, the JV and varsity players will be signing autographs, signing posters, taking pictures with youth hockey players, both boys and girls. And don't forget, tonight, the Eagan High School girls varsity program takes on and forgive me, I don't have their schedule in front of me, but they play at 7 o'clock, and I will definitely have that. It's Burnsville. We'll be definitely that'll be coming up here at 7 o'clock. So, we're going to step aside right now. The teams are going to go back to the locker room. We're going to resurface the ice, but come back in about 15 minutes, and we're going to have boys varsity hockey action here from Eagan Civic Arena. Thanks very much, folks, and look forward to having you with us.
Great to be a part of Eagan history, something that all 3 of us are very proud of. The population of Eagan is 51% female, so we've worked hard to get our department to reflect the population that we're serving. The foundation of the Eagan Fire Department has been laid by many great men and women, and we have been welcomed here with open arms, very supportive.
You have that family aspect with your crew. We eat dinner together and we respond to calls together, and really it's just the best job there is.
I encourage all females to pursue a career that they're passionate about, regardless if it's historically been male-dominated, and that it is achievable. Give it a try, see if you're passionate about it, and if you are, you'll succeed.
A space where someone could bring a family member or a friend or a neighbor and not have to worry about any exclusion. This park can adapt to all different people regardless of what their abilities are.
On an average playground, I'll just be on the sidelines, be like, yay, yay, you did it. But now I get to be like, come on, let's go play all together, and it's pretty amazing.
We know that inclusive play teaches important life skills like cooperation, empathy, and leadership. and it helps build relationships and community around those same values.
Come to this park because you're gonna have an awesome time. It's inclusive for everyone. There's lots of things to do for both young ones and older ones.
I was more than happy to participate in it, actually being a former student athlete here at the high school.
The ladder is an acronym: leadership, accountability, determination, discipline, empower, and resiliency.
It's make sure you do your part, make sure you do your thing, make sure you get one step at a time and make sure you do your stuff, but at the same time, you got to bring people up on the ladder with you.
Being able to do a photo with the fire truck, especially with the ladder, and climb the ladder with it was pretty fun.
It's really nice as a football player to know that you have a community behind your back and that you have people there to support you.
Tiger 20, 10, 6 points, Eagan.
Bounces off one tackler, tries to bounce off two.
You know, it's funny, back when I worked for the local paper, the Sun Current, I'd heard through one of the sports editors that they were looking for some folks. Made a couple of contacts, and lo and behold, hey, come on out. We'll get you going. And here we are, 1997, we're calling football games.
Talk to Coach Nick Johnson out at practice, who's injured, what's going on, what are his thoughts on the game. It's just having that relationship with the coaches, talking to some of the players once in a while, hey, what's going on? Tell me about, Eagan football, kind of behind the scenes stuff. Obviously, we're looking up a lot of stats. Game day, we try to talk to coaches from both teams. But there's fans from other schools that are watching this game, and we try to at least know something about the other team. A couple of quick memories. There was a guy named Joe Maurer that played for Cretin, threw I think 7 touchdowns in a playoff game. I heard he turned out to be a pretty good athlete. We did the first game up at TCO Stadium, we're the home of the Vikings, when Eagan played Farmington. And of course, who can forget 2020, the Eastview win? You snapped that 27-game streak, and I just remember our call at the end was something like, hey, the streak is over. Nathan Cron and I, who've been doing games together for 5 years, we were just quiet. Let the pictures do the talking, let the joy show for all those kids, all the players. Just a fun time that night. I got to give a shout out to Nathan Cron, by the way. He and I have been doing football for, I think, 5 years now. We've been doing hockey for a number of years, and I think we really make a good team. We've gotten compliments on what we do, both from fans, from school officials, players, coaches. And that's why we do it. It's all about the teams. It's about the community. It's the personnel you get to know, and you're really rooting for those people. You're rooting for the community, the kids. You want to see them do well. And granted, you're going to look at the scoreboard and maybe they lose by a wide margin, but you look at the little things that are going on in between. Did you win this play? Hey, did the O-line play well? Did the D-line play well? Things like that, and just to see the improvement, that's what keeps it going. I enjoy doing it. It's that simple. It's fun to be part of the environment there in Wildcat country. We've seen where that stadium can be rocking on game nights. You've got the pit up there bouncing up and down, the band shows up. But the whole Friday night light spectacle, it's just a fun time, and it's just fun to be part of it. I still love sports. I love being part of the community. If I wasn't calling the games, I'd be there anyway. Hopefully we'll keep doing a lot more years of it.
Our dedicated team of 24 utility staff works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to make sure that we deliver our almost 3 billion gallons of water to you, the residents and commercial businesses inside the city of Eagan. We are always investing and innovating to assure you, the public, get good, clean, quality water at a top value. This is our comprehensive approach to ensure a successful future for us all. Our dedicated team of 24 utility staff works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to make sure that we deliver our almost 3 billion gallons of water to you, the residents and commercial businesses inside the city of Eagan. We are always investing and innovating to assure you, the public, get good.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Eagan Civic Arena for today's South Suburban Conference matchup between the visiting Lakeville North Panthers and your Eagan Wildcats. Let's meet the starting lineup, starting with the Lakeville North team. In goal, number 1, Finn Jones. At defense, number 15, Zachary Eagan. At defense, number 19. Jet Gibbons. At forward, number 4, Kyle Dahl. At forward, number 16, Chase Camilli. And at center, number 14, Spencer Brosh. The Panthers head coach is Jake Taylor. The assistant coaches are Tim Conboy, Matt Ostick, Isaac Berglund, Jake Ennebeck, and Jack Dirks. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Eagan Wildcats. Between the pipes, we have sophomore, number 1, Gabe Glide. At defense, senior, number 5, Eric Pica. His defensive partner, senior, number 22, Ben Barbado. At forward, junior, number 27, Gus Glide. At forward, senior captain, number 17, Alex Lockenmeyer. And at center, number 21, junior, Gavin Goyle. Assistant coaches for the Wildcat are Mario Munoz, Nolan Pearson, and Dustin Luch. Head coach for the Wildcats is Mr. Todd Carlson. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and join us in the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Eagan Civic Arena. My name is Nathan Cron. I'm joined here by Greg Byrne, and we've got South Suburban boys varsity hockey action between the Eagan Wildcats and the Lakeville North Panthers. Wildcats coming off of 2 victories in a row, Panthers with 8 victories in a row. Something's got to give here, Greg Byrne. What do you expect? What do you think we're going to see here this afternoon?
I don't know. It's a cold January day, and we're inside watching a great hockey game. I think it's going to be a rough game as far as a lot of checking and so forth going. And both teams are kind of on a high after so many wins, and I think it's just going to be a great game. Lakeville North, of course, is very high rated in the state right now. Eagan's on a 7-6 record, so doing very well this year as well. So I'm looking forward to a fun, exciting, fast, and I think there's going to be a lot of hitting going on today.
Yeah, Wildcats 7-6, as you mentioned, Greg, in the middle of the South Suburban Conference, both with a conference record right now of 3-2. Lakeville North Panthers at the top, or near the top of the conference, just behind Lakeville South, and we're underway here in Eagan. Lakeville North starting with the Brosh, Dahl, and Camilli line. It's their top scoring line, matched up against the Eagan blue line, their top scorers of Lockenmeyer, Goyle, and Gley.
Yeah, that top line's been having a great year this year. A lot of maturity there, guys that have played a couple of years now, so that's so important.
Face-off controlled here by the Wildcats. Barbato's going to take a spin on it, turns it over in his own zone. Pass comes in. Gabe Gley, the sophomore keeper, is almost pressed into action, but fortunately, defense is able to come over and cover. Turning it over in your own end early in the game, not something you want to do. Barbato's trying to do something creative down the ice. It just didn't work out for him.
Yeah, and you can see how fast those Lakeville North forwards are, cruising up around the board and getting a shot off right away.
Lakeville North's going to definitely make these Wildcats. As the shot comes in on Gley. Not sure if that got into him or not. Gley sprawling back and makes sure that puck does not go in with his gloved hand. Referee there to blow the whistle, and frozen by Gley. I think that got under one of his legs, and he was just able to get his glove back there, Greg.
Yeah, he did a nice job. He was screened a lot on that by both Lakeville and Eagan players, so he did a great job to get down and cover the puck.
For these Wildcats, this Lakeville North team is probably going to be as good a team as they've seen all season. They're going to need a great effort. The puck slides in by Woodward. Woodward takes another shot, sticked away by Jacques. Nice job by Finn Jacques sticking that away. As Woodward was sniffing a goal. He had 2 goals against Burnsville and had a goal earlier this week against the Jefferson Jaguars.
Yeah, Woodward's been having a great year. Very fast skater. Does a good job of moving the puck. Looking for a couple of points from him today.
And a wave off icing as Cam Roth goes back for it and tries a stretch pass out for Rowan Phillips. Fortunately, it clicks off of a North defender who will negate the icing. Mistakes are not going to be well regarded here for the Wildcats. They're playing a team that's going to jump on those mistakes and take advantage of them, which means they're going to have to limit the number of errors they make.
Oh, nice job of getting that one out of the zone for Eagan. Pass from G up to forward.
An excellent stretch that time up to Rowan Phillips. Phillips back in the lineup after being out due to illness. Oh, big hit by Cron on the far side against Paling. There's some of that physical play you thought we would be seeing, Greg. As Matthew Hansen pushes Camilli off the puck. Klein with it. It's going to wheel through center. He's going to take on Barbato. Nice job by Barbato, just keeping Klein to the outside where there's bad ice. Blocked by Matthew Hansen. And Gley is going to bring it out for the Wildcats. It's turned over there. Nice play in the middle of the ice by Camilli. Now he's got it again on the far side. Tries to go cross ice to his teammate, Dahl. Could not do anything with it. Goyle battling. Now Pika watches it. Lakeville go not past him. Oh, Glide sliding across, makes a great save. He had no business stopping that puck. He was on the wrong side of his net, the wrong side of the crease. I believe it was Dahl on the far side. We're going to get a replay here. Dahl, check that. Dahl comes in, sends it across crease, and it was Camilli on the far side who's upset with himself, and he didn't bury that one.
Yeah, Glide did a great job pushing over, getting to that side really quick, stop that puck.
Big line still out here for the Lakeville North Panthers. They've cycled through lines a couple of times, and the big guys are back out. Wildcats are going to have to do what they can defensively. As Brunello has a little bit of a problem there around Jacques. So far, Wildcats is playing with the right amount of, certainly the right amount of aggression and speed you'd like to see.
Yeah, Pika did a nice job of moving in and pressuring that puck to keep it in the zone.
Nice shot by Roth behind the net. Parker Jensen with his first shift of the game throws it towards net, doesn't quite connect. Now Jensen again throws it on Jacques. Sticked aside by Jacques. And I think it did hit the referee, otherwise was going to go for icing.
Yeah, some good Eagan offensive pressure here. Right now we got 4 shots on goal by Eagan versus 2 for Lakeville North.
Nice back-checking job there by Parker Jensen, who lines up Jack and gives him some extra into the glass. It's what you like to see. Parker Jensen's game is big and it's physical. The challenge is he's got to stay under control, otherwise he can sometimes draw penalties. Physics sometimes don't play well for him, but when he plays fast and physical and stays out of the penalty box, he is fun to watch.
That's always the important part, is the last part of that, staying out of the penalty box. I don't think we want to face too many of Lakeville North's power play today.
Lakeville North's power play clicking at just over a 21%. There's a shot by Wolf. Another shot, and Glide's going to net that one, but as I said, Lakeville North's power play just over 21%. These Wildcats have got to stay out of the box if they're going to be successful, as you saw Lakeville North take advantage of an opportunity.
Yeah, Glide's looking really confident in the net today, liking that. It's kind of nice he's getting some good action from the start, because sometimes if you don't, it's a little tougher. Good at the start of the game to get some shots on you so you feel comfortable.
That one's patted aside by Glide. Saw that one all the way, which is definitely, if you're an Eagan fan, what you want to see. Lakeville North certainly showing that they've got some real offensive chops, moving the puck very well. Here's a great forecheck by Lockenmeyer. He's going to take that puck down into the corner, and Glide's going to come up and try to clean that up, get it out to the point perhaps. No, check that, he throws it behind for Goyle. Goyle loses it on the side. Lakeville North will bring it out. It's Murray on the far side. The sophomore chipped it ahead, but it's sent back in by Lakeville North. Murray's outlet exit pass to Glide was intercepted.
Very fast game today. Both teams moving quickly.
Another save there by Glide. Lakeville North catching up now in shots. Slides to the middle, but again, another shot straight in on Glide. Looked like you could see that one pretty well, Greg, and get the feeling that if Gabe Glide sees these shots, he's going to have a good chance at saving a vast majority of them.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of, on that case of not giving up a rebound. Can't give Lakeville North any second swats at the puck.
Probably a little bit of nervousness, I would imagine, with those Eagan players out there. I mean, Lakeville North is a ranked team. They're a good team. You know that coming in, and you can see the players in white, the Wildcats, maybe, you'd be worried that they might be a little tentative, a little nervous, but instead, really, Greg, they're coming out and playing very, very, very free and clear. Sent in by Leighton Olson. He gets deep along with Barbado, pinching in. Cron's going to be back, the only defender back. Puck goes just wide. Glide stops it. The rebound comes out. Cron clears it. Now it's chipped out to neutral ice by Henry Martin. Henry Martin got his first. varsity goal here on Thursday night. And that puck looked like it was maybe going to find a way in as Cam Roth spills into Glide.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he knew for sure where that puck was, but when he put his pads together, he must have kicked it off to the side and went behind the net.
Lakeville moving the puck extremely well. It is causing some challenges here for the Wildcats. Another puck goes wide. Woodward out to challenge now at the top against Klein. Klein finds Brodeen. The ball, I just said the ball comes bouncing in. The ball can come bouncing in too, but in hockey, it's a puck, and it came bouncing in on Gabe Glide, who managed to corral this one. You see this shot from the point, took a deflection, looked like it took a deflection off of Matthew Hansen, came bouncing in on Gabe Glide, and already he's up to 10 saves, Greg.
Yeah, that last series there, you can see why Lakeville North is rated so high, how they were moving the puck, spacing things out nice. So they could get an opportunity instead of bunching.
Well, the defense, it seems like, Greg, that the defense tends to break down a little bit. The more you cycle the puck, the more you move the puck in the offensive zone, the harder it is for the defense to stay with a man, stay with the puck, stay with the responsibility. As Glide goes back to try to play that puck, it doesn't quite come with it. Jack is in the corner, takes one big hit from Pika. Now he takes another big hit from Goyle.
Yep.
We're going to have a penalty here, a delayed penalty here against the Wildcats.
I did not see what that was.
Looks like we're going to have a hook. Unclear on who we're going to have going to the box, but there was
our captain.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Alex Lockenmeyer here, going with 8:52 remaining here for a hook.
Okay, well, it'll be interesting to see our first penalty kill here. We've been doing really good on the penalty kill this year with 4 on the ice.
Now you've got Martin, you've got Cron and Barbado at the defense. You've got Leighton Olson and Henry the Pest Martin. Leighton Olson off now. Dylan Wedward now on for the Wildcats. As Ennebeck brings it across, he's offsides. Uncharacteristic mistake there by the Lakeville North Panthers. Power play that has been successful. You got Camilli out there, Ennebeck, Brosh. It's basically your top line. Dahl's out there as well, so you get your top line, but just a little too early there for the Panthers.
30 seconds killed on that power play. Woodward with a nice hustle up the ice. Talk about being a pest, keep it in their zone.
Nice job by Woodward. He's going to try to center it. Rowan Phillips couldn't quite cover, but it's because it's a penalty kill and he's doing his best to stay back. Rowan Phillips flashing a little bit of the soccer skills. Phillips, historically a soccer player before he switched to football here for the Wildcats. And I think we're going to have, well, I thought we were going to have icing, but Pika just didn't quite get there. It's a situation where Pika needs to get that puck back out. Sent in deep now by Glide.
50 seconds left in the penalty kill. Eagan doing a great job. I don't know if Lakeville's got a shot on goal or not.
Now we've got Glide, Murray, Goyle, and Pika are your penalty killers here for the Wildcats. Got the second power play unit here for the Panthers. Murray chops it towards the boards, doesn't quite get out. Brunello here at the point is going to try to walk it in, takes a deflection off of Pika's stick.
Yeah, that could have been a dangerous one.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice move there at the front by Klein. Klein looks for it, can't find it because Gabe Glide says, get out of my crease. And it's finally cleared that time by Pika.
Yeah, real nice clear. And the penalty kill is over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Dumped in by Albrecht. Barbado to Cron. Cron's going to find Rowan Phillips. Here's Cam Roth.
Cam Roth going hard to the net.
It's around.
Keep it down in the offensive zone for a little bit here. We can use some more shots on goal.
Yeah, there have been a substantial number of shots on goal here by the Lakeville North Panthers. Not quite as many here by the Wildcats. needs to be, I'd like to see at least a one sequence here. And then we're going to get an icing, so maybe we'll have an offensive zone face-off here for the Wildcats. If you're a Wildcat fan, you want to see them get a few more shots, have a little more offensive zone time. I mean, just having even more offensive zone time is going to be big, because the fewer minutes you're spending in your own end, or excuse me, let me say that again. The more minutes you're spending in the offensive zone is fewer minutes that Gabe Glai's seeing shots. Draw.
And so far, Lakeville North has had a lot of shots on goal, but they haven't had a lot of great scoring opportunities. Most of them have been at Glai's chest. A lot of good blocking by the Eagan D in front. So I think we're doing a pretty good job against this tough Lakeville North team.
Kept in, heady play that time by Leighton Olson. Nice job intercepting it, keep it in. He does it again, throws it in behind Jacques. Nicely done by Leighton Olson. Cats were changing behind him. And nicely done, dipping around everybody. That time was Albrecht, but puck is going to go out of play. Check it, that was Camilli. Puck is going to go out of play. We're going to have a defensive zone face-off here for the Wildcats, and there is a substantial shot differential, 11-4, and that's not something I think that's tenable long-term. The Wildcats are going to have to get some additional shots. Thrown in front, Pika didn't know where it was. Now he finds it. Grinds in the corner. And it back there, watched by Glai. Lakeville North just a little bit faster to loose pucks. And doing a nice job of switching the ice to create angles. Nice poke check there by Murray. Now Lockenmeyer with it with a head of steam. He's got 2-on-2. It might be a 3-on-2 if he hurries. Sends it in towards Jacques. Goyle chips it down deep. Lockenmeyer's going to grind in the corner a little bit. Comes to Goyle. Oh, hits the post. Excuse me, hits the crossbar and does stay out. Finn Jacques living right, as that one had back of the net written all over it.
Yeah, I'd like to see the replay on that one. Looked like it hung in there for a little bit.
Barbato's going to dump it in deep, get a big change here for the Wildcats, but that type of a shot is the shot that might get a goalie, even though he's a senior and an excellent player, he might get the goalie thinking a little bit, saying, hey, these guys can shoot a little bit. Kanik brings it across, looks for Brunello. Now he slides it behind, and it's one-on-one. Oh my goodness! He absolutely fanned on it. That was Albrecht who absolutely fanned on it. He had an open net and could not get his stick to make clean contact with that puck. He had Glai at his mercy, and he let him off. Watch it on the replay here. He's got a third of the net open and just cannot find it. Credit to Glai to take away the bottom of the net to make him have to go up. But Albrecht absolutely should have put that on frame.
Yeah, Glai's doing a good job of sliding across. That was a tough one to move that quickly with the guy wide open in front of him. Lakeville North's playing a little game on offense where they're hanging that guy outside the zone, trying to get a flyer going up the left side. That's 2 or 3 times they've done that already. Our D's doing a good job of hanging back and not pinching, realizing that guy's hanging out there.
Well, that time we had Pika pinching in from the point, and Dylan Wedward doing a nice job coming back, covering for his teammate. As Murray played the puck, Wedward covered the mouse. Another one off of Gabe Glai's pads. It's up to 13 saves now. I want to see the Wildcats here step up a little bit, not let them walk in. You can't do that. I think we're going to get an icing call here.
Yeah. Just released it a foot before he should have. You know, Lakeville's definitely got the momentum going so far in this first period, but Eagan is skating really hard and doing a good job. I like what I'm seeing so far. Just got to get a couple more opportunities. Breakout or two would be nice. Got 3 minutes left in this period. Plenty of time to score. Oh, Bly just doing a fabulous job at
Nice job by Gabe Bly there. He's going to have some defensive help. Here's an opportunity. Barbado with it. It's going to put on the move around the defender. Finds Wedward. Wedward puts it on net. Jock gives up the rebound. It dribbles out of his glove. And Leighton Olson's going to grind now down in the corner. Lakeville North very, very, very fast as he just blows by 3 Wildcats. Martin says enough of this skating stuff. I'm going to hit you in the corner. As Cron watches Dahl throw it around. Pika tries to wrap it around as well. Puck comes in and goes out. Now Cron with it battling in the corner. Save there by Glai. Another one, point blank shot that time by Brodeen. Goes in looking for a rebound and can't find one.
Yeah, with 2 minutes left in the first period, Lakeville has 17 shots on goal, and you usually expect about 10 shots on goal. So they're firing away, but they're not moving the puck across the crease much for a really good goal. They're taking a lot of shots from further away, and Glai's doing a great job of keeping track of them and stopping them.
Wildcats definitely playing hard with these Lakeville North Panthers. Even though you would expect the Panthers probably already have a goal or two, given the number of shots and their skill level. But now the Wildcats are going to try to control this puck and set up something here as Murray's going to come in and lose the puck over the line. Glai's going to watch him there. Pika's back on defense covering. Sees Wolf there. Pika rubs him out of the play. Jeck is there. Nice poke check by Murray. Coming back.
It's an excellent job by Murray knocking that puck out of Lakeville North players' stick. That's the type of momentum change you need, and you can see we're pressuring them on the forecheck now.
Less than 80 seconds now in the period. Murray still on the ice along with Pika. The puck gets slid around behind Glai. Comes out, shot goes wide. Someone's going to skip off the dasher and hop out of the zone. 1 minute now remaining in the first period as the Panthers send it in deep. Cron's with it in the corner, throws it to Barbado. Barbado gets around one defender, finds Rowan Phillips, now finds Cam Roth. Roth brings it in across. Roth tries to get a shot off, gets stood up, and he scores! Cam Roth does the business for the Wildcats. And out of nowhere, against the run of play, Cam Roth, who hasn't scored, I don't think he's scored in December, never mind January, and he tallies for the Wildcats to give them a 1-0 lead with 42 seconds left here in this first period.
And if you look at this replay, you see that he checks a guy off the puck, steps back, takes control, and snipes it away. What's going on there?
Apologies. I thought that was Cam Roth with the goal. Is it possible it was tipped in front? Is it possible it was tipped by Phillips? We'll have to go back and take a look maybe after the period on the replay if we still have it. So some fisticuffs down, rubbing down. Let's take a look at that goal, see if we can tell what happened. Roth is going to be here, 23 on the right of your screen. Takes the hit, delivers the hit. Camera's going to find the puck again. He shoots, and I think they're saying it was deflected by Rowan Phillips. Rowan Phillips there on the left side of your screen. So correction, Rowan Phillips, congratulations, your 5th goal of the season. Nice to see Cam Roth get on the score sheet though, because as I said, Cam Roth had started the season very hot, has had a bit of a cold spell. Nice to see him in the action.
Yeah, that was one of those. I'm going to show you who's physical here. Knocked the Lakeville North guy off the puck, took a great shot, and we had presence in mind to have someone in front tip that in. You know, with a senior goaltender like Lakeville North has, got a great save percentage. You're not going to get real easy ones going in. A lot of times you need those tips.
6 seconds left here in the period. Dahl with one more rush against Pika. Pika's going to tie him up, and we're going to go to the first intermission. The Wildcats, despite being outshot 19-7, hold a 1-0 lead over the Lakeville North Panthers. Greg, talk to me about what we just saw.
Well, I see Glide playing really good in the net, but I also see Eagan, while they're allowing a lot of shots on goal, the shots on goal Lakeville's taking are from a distance, and Glide can see those and stop them, so that's great. And then, have a little pressure there on the end, and I really love that goal. I could watch that replay every day. Oh, he stood that forward up for Lakeville North, stepped back, and flung it towards the net.
Well, we're going to step aside for intermission and let them clean off the ice. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. You're watching Eagan Wildcat hockey here on ETV.
Great to be a part of Eagan history, something that all three of us are very proud of. The population of Eagan is 51% female, so we've worked hard to get our department to reflect the population that we're serving. The foundation of the Eagan Fire Department has been laid by many great men and women, and we have been welcomed here with open arms, very supportive.
You have that family aspect with your crew. You eat dinner together and you respond to calls together, and really it's just the best job there is.
I encourage all females to pursue a career that they're passionate about, regardless if it's historically been male-dominated, and that it is achievable. Give it a try, see if you're passionate about it, and if you are, you'll succeed.
We wanted a space where someone could bring a family member or a friend or a neighbor and not have to worry about any exclusion. This park can adapt to all different people regardless of what their abilities are.
On an average playground, I'll just be on the sidelines. Be like, yay! Yay, you did it! But now I get to be like, come on, let's go play all together, and it's pretty amazing.
We know that inclusive play teaches important life skills like cooperation, empathy, and leadership. And it helps build relationships and community around those same values.
Come to this park because you're gonna have an awesome time. It's inclusive for everyone. There's lots of things to do for both young ones and older ones.
I was more than happy to participate in it, actually being a former student athlete here at the high school.
The ladder is an acronym: leadership, accountability, determination, discipline, empower, and resiliency.
It's make sure you do your part, make sure you do your thing, make sure you get one step at a time and make sure you do your stuff, but at the same time, you got to bring people up on the ladder with you.
Being able to do a photo with the fire truck, especially with the ladder, and climb the ladder with it was pretty fun.
It's really nice as a football player to know that you have a community behind your back and that you have people there to support you.
Tiger 20, 10, 6 points. Eagan
bounces off one tackler, tries to bounce off two.
You know, it's funny, back when I worked for the local paper, the Sun Current, I'd heard through one of the sports editors that they were looking for some folks. Made a couple of contacts, and lo and behold, hey, come on out, we'll get you going. And here we are, 1997, we're calling football games. Talked to Coach Nick Johnson out at practice, who's injured, what's going on, what are his thoughts on the game. It's just having that relationship with the coaches, talking to some of the players once in a while, you know, hey, what's going on? Tell me about, you know, Eagan football, kind of behind the scenes stuff. Obviously, we're looking up a lot of stats. Game day, we try to talk to coaches from both teams, but there's fans from other schools that are watching this game, and, you know, we try to at least know something about the other team. A couple of quick memories. There was a guy named Joe Mauer that played for Cretin, threw I think 7 touchdowns in a playoff game. I heard he turned out to be a pretty good athlete. You know, we did the first game up at TCO Stadium, we're the home of the Vikings, when Eagan played Farmington. And of course, who can forget 2020, the Eastview win? You snapped that 27-game streak, and I just remember our call at the end was something like, hey, the streak is over. Nathan Cron and I, who've been doing games together for 5 years, we were just quiet. You know, let the pictures do the talking, let the joy show for all those kids, all the players. Just a fun time that night. I got to give a shout out to Nathan Cron, by the way. He and I have been doing football for, I think, 5 years now. We've been doing hockey for a number of years, and I think we really make a good team. We've gotten compliments on what we do, both from fans, from school officials, players, coaches, and that's why we do it. I mean, it's all about the teams. It's about the community. The personnel you get to know, and you're really rooting for those people. You're rooting for the community, the kids. You want to see them do well. And granted, you're going to look at the scoreboard and maybe they lose by a wide margin, but you look at the little things that are going on in between. You know, did you win this play? Hey, did the O-line play well? Did the D-line play well? Things like that, and just to see the improvement, I mean, that's what keeps it going. I enjoy doing it. It's that simple. It's fun to be part of the environment there in Wildcat country. We've seen where that stadium can be rocking on game nights. You've got the pit up there bouncing up and down, the band shows up. But the whole Friday night light spectacle, it's just a fun time, and it's just fun to be part of it. You know, I still love sports. I love being part of the community. If I wasn't calling the games, I'd be there anyway. Hopefully we'll keep doing a lot more years of it.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Susanna.
We're going to talk to you about on-ice
and off-ice safety.
Hi friends. We're going to talk a little bit about safety today before we get on the ice. One of the first things to look for is down at your feet. It's really important to make sure that you don't have laces that are hanging. You can either tuck them into your socks or into a pair of tight pants. That's so much better. The next thing that I want to talk about is keeping our heads safe. I recommend, whether you're 2 or 62, if this is your first time skating or your first time taking classes, that you wear a helmet. You can bring a bike helmet from home, or you can rent one here at the rink. It'll look just like this. I feel ready to get out on the ice now. How about you? I'm so excited to step out on the ice with you guys, but we have to talk about one more thing first so that we can be really safe. That's falling down and getting up safely. When I feel like I'm going to fall backwards, I bend forward, my knees bent, my arms out in front of me, and leaning forward. That's gonna keep me from falling backwards. If I'm still gonna fall, I'm gonna try to go down safely to one side. That's the easiest way to do it. When I'm ready to get up, I'll put my hands and knees on the ice, put one foot up first, but keep my hands firmly on the ground. Put the other foot up, and then stand up slowly. If my feet are stuck apart, I can walk them in. I feel ready to get on the ice now. Let's go. We have to remember to watch our step, and we also want to look left and right before we get on, just like when we're crossing traffic. Whoa! That was Coach Susanna. Let's hear some more from her.
Hi there. I heard you are all ready to get on the ice. We're gonna start off with our safety pose again, because as you can see, we're on the ice, and now it's really slippery. We're gonna go over our safety pose one more time. Knees are bent, hands are out in front of me, and I'm leaning forward just a little bit so I don't fall backwards. When I fall onto my side if I can. I get on my hands and knees, one foot goes up, then the other, and I keep my hands on the ice until I feel safe enough to stand all the way up. A few more things to keep you safe. Skates are really sharp, so let's try not to kick when we're on the ice. When you do fall down, let's try and get up as fast as we can, and do so in a safe way. If you're ever in a lesson, it's really important that you are always listening to your teacher. And a really good way to show that is your feet are nice and quiet. The other thing we want you to make sure that you do is to take your time. Whether it's new or old skills, just for your safety and your friend's safety, we want to make sure that you're going nice and slow so no one gets hurt. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.
Our dedicated team of 24 utility staff works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to make sure that we deliver our almost 3 billion gallons of water to you, the residents and commercial businesses inside the city of Eagan. We are always investing and innovating to assure you, the public, get good, clean, quality water at a top value. This is our comprehensive approach to ensure a successful future for us all.
Tiger 20, 10, 6 points, Eagan.
Bounces off one tackler, tries to bounce off two.
You know, it's funny, back when I worked for the local paper, the Sun Current, I'd heard through one of the sports editors that they were looking for some folks. Made a couple of contacts, and lo and behold, hey, come on out. We'll get you going. And here we are, 1997, we're calling football games. Talked to Coach Nick Johnson out at practice, who's injured, what's going on, what are his thoughts on the game. It's just having that relationship with the coaches, talking to some of the players once in a while, you know, hey, what's going on? Tell me about, you know, Eagan football, kind of behind the scenes stuff. Obviously, we're looking up a lot of stats. Game day, we try to talk to coaches from both teams, but there's fans from other schools that are watching this game, and, you know, we try to at least know something about the other team. A couple of quick memories. There was a guy named Joe Mauer that played for Cretin, threw I think 7 touchdowns in a playoff game. I heard he turned out to be a pretty good athlete. You know, we did the first game up at TCO Stadium, we're the home of the Vikings, when Eagan played Farmington. And of course, who can forget 2020, the Eastview win? You snapped that 27-game streak, and I just remember our call at the end was something like, hey, the streak is over. Nathan Cron and I, who've been doing games together for 5 years, we were just quiet. You know, let the pictures do the talking, let the joy show for all those kids, all the players. Just a fun time that night. I got to give a shout out to Nathan Cron, by the way. He and I have been doing football for, I think, 5 years now. We've been doing hockey for a number of years, and I think we really make a good team. We've gotten compliments on what we do, both from fans, from school officials, players, coaches, and that's why we do it. I mean, it's all about the teams. It's about the community. The personnel you get to know, and you're really rooting for those people. You're rooting for the community, the kids. You want to see them do well. And granted, you're going to look at the scoreboard and maybe they lose by a wide margin, but you look at the little things that are going on in between. You know, did you win this play? Hey, did the O-line play well? Did the D-line play well? Things like that, and just to see the improvement, I mean, that's what keeps it going. I enjoy doing it. It's that simple. It's fun to be part of the environment there in Wildcat country. We've seen where that stadium can be rocking on game nights. You've got the pit up there bouncing up and down, the band shows up. But the whole Friday night light spectacle, it's just a fun time, and it's just fun to be part of it. You know, I still love sports. I love being part of the community. If I wasn't calling the games, I'd be there anyway. Hopefully we'll keep doing a lot more years of it.
wanted a space where someone could bring a family member or a friend or a neighbor and not have to worry about any exclusion. This park can adapt to all different people regardless of what their abilities are.
On an average playground, I'll just be on the sidelines, be like, yay, yay, you did it. But now I get to be like, come on, let's go play all together, and it's pretty amazing.
We know that inclusive play teaches important life skills like cooperation, empathy, and leadership. And it helps build relationships and community around those same values.
Come to this park because you're gonna have an awesome time. It's inclusive for everyone. There's lots of things to do for both young ones and older ones.
Welcome back. We've got second period action here from the Eagan Civic Arena. Lakeville North versus your Eagan Wildcats here in South Suburban hockey play. We've got a 1-0 score for the Wildcats. Despite being outshot 19-7, the Wildcats hold the advantage in the only column that really counts. And we're going to see a spirited second period here. I'm Nathan Cron. I'm joined by my broadcast partner, Greg Byrne. And Greg, we had a great first period here for between two teams, and I think everyone's a little bit surprised as to how that scoreboard looks right now.
Yeah, shots aren't all that important. It's the ones that are on net. That was a great goal by Eagan in the first period. Nice shot from point, tipped in front, and you're going to need that kind of shot to beat the Lakeville North goaltender today. So I'd like to see a little more of that, but I thought it was a little more evenly matched than the shots on goal show.
Well, it is Youth Hockey Day here in Eagan as the teams get ready in their final huddles and get ready to break those huddles. In fact, we had some special pregame ceremonies. Greg, you want to tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, prior to the game, we had Wally the Wildcat, the high school mascot, skate out, along with a flag bearer carrying the Eagan hockey flag. Noah Putt, he plays on the Eagan Hockey Association Squirt B2 green team. He's in 4th grade. And he goes to school at Deerwood Elementary School. So thank you for Noah for representing all of the Eagan Hockey Association. The association and the high school teams have a great partnership and do a lot of things together. So we thank Noah for his starting the game off.
Second period action. The Wildcats will be going left to right on your screen. Blue line with Lockenmeyer, Goyle, and Gley is going to start. Barbato and Cron on the defense. Gley, who stopped 19 in the first period, in between the pipes.
Yes. Second period always a tough period, particularly for the D, because they got a long, when they do a line change, they got to go all the way across the ice. So a lot of skating this period.
Nice outlet that time by Cron. Just didn't quite go off the way that the Wildcats wanted. And the Wildcats will regroup at center ice. Murray's going to send it in towards Leighton Olson. Olson's going to battle there with at least 2 Panthers. And then someone's going to take a nice elbow right there in the center ice area.
Yeah, Eagan coming out strong here. I'm liking the pressure in the offensive zone. Just when I say that, Lakeville takes it back.
Dahl with it. It's going to sit, turn, shot. It's going to go off of Gley's pads, up into the netting.
Yeah, Gley did a nice job coming out to block most of the angle on that net, so that was great. I just see Eagan started off really strong, which is a good sign.
It certainly is. The Jack Wolf-Brodeen line out here now for the Panthers. As Griffin and Brunello are the defenders. Pika and Murray out playing defense for the Wildcats. And we've got the blue line with Henry Martin flanked by Wedward and Olson as Gley smothers that one from the point. A shot from Griffin that he saw all the way. And you get a sense we're going to see this here. Watch Griffin's shot. I mean, there's just, Gabe Gley's a varsity level goaltender, just like Finn Jacques, and he's not going to give up too many if he can see him nice and clean like that. Barbado wins the face-off, chips it out, sticked ahead by Cam Roth. Roth takes over. The internet scores! Cam Roth had it tipped in the first period, and I got all excited thinking he had just scored, and this time he leaves no doubt. Cam Roth buries it, beating Jacques over his right shoulder. Watch this replay.
Yeah, that's all hustle on Ross' part. Again, great job. Wasn't much space open there, and he nailed it.
2-0 lead here for the Wildcats early in the second period.
What did you say earlier about Roth being dry on points for the last couple of weeks? Or
He had been dry on points, absolutely.
He must have heard you. Yeah, Roth was all hustle coming up the sideboards there. He made that happen the whole way.
Well, Barbado and Phillips are going to get the helpers, so it's a 2-point night for the Roth. It's a 2-point night already for Phillips. And that's the kind of great production. I mean, remember, that's off the red line. That's Eagan's technically their third line, but look at the production they're getting all up and down that lineup, Greg.
Yeah, they don't think they're the third line.
They're not playing like it. Well, you like to see it for the young man for Roth because he had been, oh, there's a nice sneaky little shot from Murray from the point. Boyle snags the rebound and sends it towards Jacques, and 2 more quick shots in succession. And Finn Jacques is, I wouldn't say under siege, but I would say he's seeing some action. Lakeville North's going to win that face-off. Murray's going to rub Kennelly off of it. Dahl now, he's got one of his teammates breaking to the center, and Dahl puts it over Glyde's shoulder.
Yeah, Glyde did a good job of coming out on that, but was also watching for the pass. Tough one on the goalie. It's kind of a 3-on-1 there, so he's had a great game, and hopefully he shakes that off and forgets about it.
Well, it was a nice play. You saw Dahl come down. He had a teammate coming, winging to the other side of the net. Makes me wonder, I couldn't pick out which defender was handling it, but makes you wonder if Gly thought that puck was going to be slid across the crease, and maybe that kept him just a little bit deeper than he ordinarily would have been. Puck does not get cleared. Now Leighton Olson chips it ahead to Barbado. Barbado's going to lead the rush. He's going to send it in deep. Jacques couldn't cover it there. Leighton Olson has it taken off his stick, and Kennelly pushes aside Henry Martin. Comes blowing through center ice. 2 goals here in the last minute and a half. Another shot from Dahl from close in.
Very nice pass.
Martin was going to grind down in the corner with it. Martin's going to get dumped. No call there. Puck comes back in towards Martin. He hadn't even got up yet. Roth back out on this line now with Wedward and Martin. Not sure if Eagan's in the middle of a change or not, but Gabe Gly secures that in the breadbasket. Now the Wildcats will be able to continue and finish their change.
Yeah, he did a smart job of keeping that in his pads as Lakeville North forwards were coming down, looking for a rebound. I think he's having a great game today.
Well, second periods, as you said, Greg, are a challenge for a lot of teams. The Wildcats, no exception. They've been outscored in the second period, although they have recently come alive, having good second periods both against Burnsville, where they scored 3, check that 4, and 2 goals against the Jefferson Jaguars here on Thursday night in the second period. So historically, they've not been great in the second period, but in the last 2 games, they've been solid. Murray gets shoved in there down deep. It's Brodeen. I'm not sure he expected that kind of physical contact. Gly saw nothing, but fortunately it was blocked. We're going to have a hand pass by Lakeville North. That face-off's going to come all the way down into the Lakeville North end.
Yeah, fast physical game, but things are clean. I'm not seeing any cheap shots. Good solid checks. Both sides.
We know that Dahl did score the goal for Lakeville North. I have not heard, and forgive me, Greg, maybe you caught it. I did not hear who got the assists.
I did not.
Okay, well, we'll have to get that maybe at the second intermission, but nonetheless.
And Dahl is one of the leading scorers for Lakeville North. That was his 10th of the season.
Icing here against the Panthers. And we're going to come down and face it off again. The Wildcats with their blue line. Glockenmeyer, Goyle, and Gley. Barbado and Cron.
Yeah, 12 minutes left in this period, and I think both teams got 3 shots on goal. Got the blue line out for Eagan right now. Gley, Glockenmeyer, and Goyle.
Goyle trying to jump over a Lakeville North defender, manages to get his stick on the puck. Grant's going to send it ahead to Paling. Paling's going to rifle it in. It's going to go all the way around, almost come out of the zone. He's sent back down deep again. Cron almost has it. Cron just broke his stick.
Yeah, don't pick it up. Nice job of trying to slow it down. Nice job of getting that out of the zone. When you got a D without a stick, it doesn't matter. You need to get a whistle stop so we can go and get a stick. Especially in this second period when you got so far from the bench.
I'll have to have a word with Cron's parents. See if they're willing to fund yet another stick.
Yeah, he can borrow one from one of his buddies.
Well, based on what just happened, I'm not sure any of his buddies would trust him with their stick. In any event, Eric Pica, one of his buddies, is going to wrap it around here. It's going to slide out of the zone, and Hurd's going to have to come back and play it for the Panthers. Sent back in. Nice job by Gley. Good decision making there. As he had what looks like, that's Dahl, I believe. Nope, check that. That is Brosh. Brosh was sliding in quick on Gley, and he said, yeah, I'll just cover it up.
Yeah, I think again, a win against Lakeville North would be well worth a broken stick for a parent.
No, I'll have to have that talk with his dad. Well, delayed offsides here. North's got to clear. Pica's going to send this around. Puck's got to come up higher and harder. One of the things we talked about in the Jefferson game was, when you have a lead, every time you touch the puck in your own zone, the puck has got to come out. It's anytime you have control of the puck, whatever you do has got to work and it's got to come out. Pica gets run over there by Hurd. Lakeville North controls. They're buzzing a little bit now. Wildcats, wouldn't say on their heels, but definitely not quite as aggressive here in the last shift or two. As Dahl's going to battle there with Lockenmeyer. Leighton Olson says, get off of me. He says he's going to try to get forward. Put some pressure on the defense. Henry Martin also out on the ice for the Wildcats.
Good job, Woodward. Stealing that puck away from North.
Lakeville North player goes down. No call. Good no call, I thought, that time, as Murray did not actually make contact with him. And here's Woodward. He's got one-on-one. He's going to try to get to the middle, couldn't drag it. Yeah. Lost it off of his stick, and here we've got a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Shot by, I think it was Dahl. Check it, that was Camilli. Went wide. Best of all worlds there for Gabe Gley, but the puck not only did not get on frame, there was no pass, despite a 2-on-1. Burdine's going to bring it in across. He's going to solve Pica. Cron shuffles it ahead.
Lakeville definitely bringing up the physical intensity of this game.
Absolutely.
Coach must have told him to start checking some guys, make them think about moving across the ice with the puck.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have an Eddie Moore, citing Eddie Moore, 14 here for the Wildcats. Skating with this red line. Who's the player of the game as a shot comes in, that time by Roth, backhanded. It's taken off the stick, now it's tipped to forward. Barbado's back. And Phillips is going to look for the trailer. And the trailer's going to make contact with Gley. Not hard. It wasn't hard contact, but
that's worth a penalty.
Absolutely. It was definitely unnecessary contact. Watch this down. Comes through. I mean, the arguments. I mean, he's going to argue that. Yeah, he's going to argue that Rowan Phillips pushed him into Glide.
And I want to do a shout out to Barbados there, man. He did a great job of taking that forward off to the edge, so much so that he had a shot. The only shot he had was right into the breadbasket of Glide. So great job on D.
Wildcat Hockey Boosters would like to thank their logo sponsors, DBT Mental Health Services, Raising Canes, and TCO Training House, as well as the EAHA sponsors, and Saris, Eagan Arms, Lono Grill, Trail Stop, and Wildcats. Thank you for your sponsorship. Thanks for supporting us here at Eagan Hockey. Face off now in the offensive zone here for the Panthers. Somebody's stick just got flipped in the air. Barbado lost his stick. Lockemeyer is going to try to send it towards Barbado. Barbado now with his stick. It's out to Goyle. Goyle's going to shovel it over to Barbado. Little bit of indecision there. Now the puck takes a hop. Puck doesn't quite get all the way up to Lockemeyer. That's what we were talking about, Greg. Every time you touch the puck in the defensive zone, you've got to make sure it comes out. Safety first.
Nice move by Goyle there. I like Goyle's shot too, nice and low. The rebound.
Pika sends it in deep. I'd like to see Pika take that shot next time. Goyle lines up.
Yeah, but
lines up Arabic. Are they going to call Goyle?
Look, maybe Lockemeyer possibly.
They're going to call Lockemeyer for looks like a rough.
Okay, here's a replay.
Goyle lines up. That's a hit there.
Yeah, Lockemeyer was a little high. Probably an elbow.
I've seen worse. I mean, it's might be a penalty, but it's not the worst penalty I've seen. Although I think you got to be careful with head contact, certainly.
It's good to see Egan's bringing the physical back to Lakeville North. Like you say, we just got to be careful with going up a little high. Good effort all over with Eagan Wildcats. They're skating fast. Intensity of both teams is great.
Officials talking to Coach Todd Carlson here. A little bit of a holdup. Not exactly sure what the conversation is. I think Carlson's trying to understand exactly what the referee was thinking there.
Yeah, you look at the replay and it was high. Not aggressively high or anything. Just sometimes that happens when two people are moving down the ice.
Cron wins the faceoff, can't get it out. Lakeville North's going to control. Shot from the point, goes up for Glide. Glide can't knock it down, but he deflects it wide. Here's a situation where the Wildcats have got to be aggressive. They've got to close down those angles. And it comes off that time. Pika, as Dahl shooting, it deflects off Pika. Wildcats will now change their penalty killers, all four of them, which is, especially in the period of the long change, that's definitely what you want to see.
8 minutes left in this period. Wildcats have 4 shots on goal to Lakeville North's 6.
Wildcats, a little bit of a equipment issue here for Gabe Galai, so Galai skated to the bench.
Yeah, ever since he got knocked over there, he's had a little bit of an issue with his equipment.
I'll let Galai figure this out. Probably not a bad time for the Wildcats to take a little bit of a break, slow that momentum down, give them an opportunity to catch their breath and make sure that they've got their action settled. They've got their plan settled here coming off this face-off. Your penalty killers for the Wildcats are going to be Barbado, Glai, Goyle, and Murray.
Oh, nice job.
It's a mental error. It's a real mental error there by the Wildcats. No question. I think it was, I couldn't tell if it was Murray or if it was Glide, but one of the two of them had the puck on his stick. All he had to do was shoot it nice and low. Would have gone all the way down into the Lakeville North end. Instead, they find the bench, and it's another defensive zone faceoff.
Yeah, and I said nice job because he was kind of slow, like like concentrating on clearing it, so I don't know what happened there.
Shot comes in, it's deflected up.
Oh, no goal, that was a high stick.
I think they're going to wave that off.
Yeah.
It was played with a high stick. Wildcat supporters saying high stick, Panther supporters saying it was played, that was a goal, and it went in the net, but referee right on top of it. Let's see if we can get this replay.
Lakeville North guy had his stick totally straight up in the air, right up there.
Yeah, that's Jack.
And
he plays it down,
and
then it was kicked in. I think it was kicked in off of the high stick, which is, so we got another equipment issue here for Gly. So switching helmets. So he went to his backup helmet. Now apparently his normal helmet is fixed, or I'm not sure exactly which helmet we're on now. It might be number 3, I don't know. But in any event, Gabe Gly back between the pipes, no goal. Faceoff comes outside the zone. It's won by the North Panthers. They're going to bring it across.
Yeah, we still got a minute left in the
nice job by Roland Phillips.
Kill.
Phillips, Martin, Cron, and Pika are your penalty killers. Lakeville North throwing it around a little bit in the zone. And that's going to get deflected into a rafter.
Yeah, Eagan doing a really good job here. Not giving them a whole lot. I think they've got one shot on goal. First minute and a half of this penalty kill.
Right there you see Captain Nicholas Cron, one of the 3 captains here for the Wildcats, lead the charge here and keep this a 1-goal game.
Yeah, we got Pika and Wedward and Goyle back on the ice as well.
Klein finds Brosh. Brosh on the far side. It's not going to get sent around for Wolf. Wolf's going to look cross crease. It's a shot gloved by Gabe Gly. Nicely done. It was good, well done by the Lakeville North Panthers, bringing it across the action, making Gly move side to side. Let's take a look at that replay.
Yeah, but Eagan not giving him a lot there. Pika doing a good job, taking part of the angle.
You imagine one clearance here by the Wildcats probably might do it for the power play. Wedward out playing high. Goyle also with Wedward. Pika's going to slide into the corner. Cron is going to have to chase it now. As Albrecht's behind the net. Eagan now at full strength. Wildcats can press up a little bit more and get a little closer as Wedward has an opportunity. He's got the wheels. Can he keep control of it? He was in 1-on-3. That was always going to be a tough sell. Big hit over there by Goyle.
Goyle putting a Lakeville North player up into the bench. The Eagan the bench. I'm sure they enjoyed that.
Tries to go around Pika. Nothing doing. The tree stands firm. And we play on. Pika absolutely being held there that time by looks like Brodeen. No call. Blocked there by Pika. Nice job. And we're going to get a clearance here by Roth. It's a safe icing. The Wildcats had penalty killers out there. Pika and Cron out there for a good minute plus. Smart play that time by the sophomore.
Yeah, good heads up. Understanding what's happening on the ice, how long other players have been on the ice. Really smart play. 5:41 left in the second period. I think Eagan's having a really good period here. Lakeville North is playing really strong, but I think we're doing a great job up until that.
Lakeville North, as you were saying, Eagan's doing a great job, and North turns around and snipes it.
Yeah, Kranz getting the goal.
It's number 9, Griffin Kranz. Kranz is off that 4th line for the Lakeville North Panthers. So Coach Taylor going into the 4th line here in the second period, turning around and putting it on net. I don't think anybody in white and blue was expecting that necessarily. I'm not sure if Gly saw it or not, but in any event, we've got a two-goal score.
Goyle with a great pass out front.
big hits there in the corner. Wildcats setting up Glide. Glide couldn't knock it down. He couldn't come up with it. Cron's going to try to intercept. Couldn't quite find it. Unlucky that time by Cron. Nice step up. Barbato's going to have to hustle over, keep Camilli away from it. Goyle has no problem putting his shoulder into someone. And wisely, Glide's going to smother that.
A lot of good pressure there by Eagan in the zone that time. Some nice passing across the crease. Just missed a couple of shots.
Shots 31-11 right now in favor of the Lakeville North Panthers. That, again, as we said towards the end of the first period, this isn't a tenable trend, Greg Byrne. It's you can't just let them keep shooting. We've got to get more shots on net. Nice save that time. Oh, absolutely brilliant. That was Kranz again looking for the brace. Jack is out there right now, one of their top scorers. We've got Lakeville North players falling all over the place. Pass comes over to the point, rolls in on Glide. It's going to get shoveled towards the net again. Big scramble in front of the Eagan net.
Oh,
big
nice
block by
there.
Martin. Eagan definitely needs to get just a change. Need to get a little bit of offensive pressure too. Time Pika gets it, rings it around, looks for late Olsen, can't do it. Pika's going to chip it again. It's going to stay in yet again. Picked up from behind by Wedward. Wedward's in 1-on-3. See what he's going to do. I imagine he's going to hold up and wait for a little bit of help here. Slide it down deep. Roth's going to go chase it. Put it into the corner. Here comes Eddie Moore flying across the ice. Hits Murray's skate. Goes back into the zone. Wildcats had not cleared yet. Roland Phillips completing the change. Takes on Camilli. Paling there. Puts Moore on the deck. The puck's going to go all the way down. I'm not sure it's going to be, it is going to be icy. Griffin was over here very close to the edge. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know why he couldn't touch that.
I apparently he had Tyrannosaurus Rex arms syndrome there, because it sure looked like it went right past him. But in any event, 3:17 to go. It's a 2-2 hockey game, Greg.
Yeah, it was a good stoppage of play, too. We needed to switch lines. Well, it's in our zone. It was an advantage.
Phillips giving chase. Roth also pressing up for the Wildcats. Moore in the middle.
Yeah, I'm loving how these younger guys are playing today for Eagan. We can see them maturing throughout the year. Today we're seeing a lot of good hockey out of those guys.
3-on-2 here for the Wildcats. Devolves down into holding it into the zone. We'll see if Moore can hold it in here at the near boards. He does. Can he find Roth? No, but he finds Barbado. Moore gets it back. Roth can't dig it out of his skates. Here's Galai, so the Wildcats in the middle of a change. And back come the Panthers. 3-on-2 of the trailer. Puck's going to get shuffled out. Galai's going to have a 2-on-1. Galai has a roll off his stick. But he still puts it on net. Goyle had an opportunity, but couldn't quite dig it out of his skates. Opportunity there for the Wildcats goes begging. And we'll have a whistle and a stoppage on an offsides play with 2:10 to go here in the second period.
Let's see if we can see a replay on that. Goyle was a foot from putting that in. Maybe not. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Yeah, just hit. It got on Goyle, I think, just a little too fast. Slid down by Lockenmeyer behind the net. Galai's going to give chase. Big hit there by Galai in the corner. That's what you'll want to see out of Gus Galai. He's got a big body. He needs to use it. Murray pitched in. Goyle covering him at the point. Lakeville North looking to spring someone. Linesman in the way. Helps Eagan hold it in. Slid back in there by the Wildcats. Lockenmeyer puts a hip into someone. Pika now battling with Brosh. Dahl out there as well. Lockenmeyer tried to send it across for Goyle. It didn't quite come off. Camilli now is going to be watched by Goyle. Wells going to do what he can to keep him into the bad ice area of the offensive zone. Wildcats need to step out here. They're not on the Lakeville North, not on the power play, and a snipe that time. A snipe by, I believe it's Camelli. We're going to have to see. The Wildcats weren't sure it went in. Lakeville North, Dalton's line mate wasn't sure it went in. That just found its way between, looked like it just found its way between Gly's helmet and the pipe.
Yeah, it definitely did go in, though.
Absolutely. Dahl wasn't even sure it went in, so he kept playing despite the referee signaling goal. And just like that, with just over a minute to go, the Lakeville North Panthers take the lead.
Settle down.
A little bit of pushing and shoving. Guys exchanging there.
And Gibbons stepped in there. He needs to have a penalty. Lakeville North needs to go in the box. The second guy coming in. Looks like they're going to maybe put two of them in.
Yeah. It looks like they're going to get two Panthers and
yeah, that's the right call because he came in after.
You're going to see this replay here. So a little bit of extra here. Yeah, we're going to get matching minors on two players, and then Gibbons or France. Somebody's going to get an extra one.
Yeah, I don't know if he got the right second guy there or not. But anyway you look at it, we have our first power play opportunity.
First opportunity, yep, you're right. With 53 seconds to go here in the second period, first opportunity for the Wildcats to go on the power play. Wildcat power play has gotten better. It's up to 18% efficiency after starting the year woeful in single digits. But now the Wildcats have an opportunity. The key is going to be here. Make sure that they've unfortunately given up a number of shorthanded goals. I think 3 if I'm not mistaken. So big test here for the Wildcats. A, get offensive pressure. B, not give up any shorthanded goals.
Oh, nice effort by Lockemeyer on that. He got kind of tripped up, but got the second effort. Got a nice shot on goal.
Just over 36 seconds now to go. Gly's going to have it. He's going to bring it in with speed. Look for an opportunity. Can the Wildcats use the space and move the puck? It's so far nothing doing. Slid in by Barbado, just too soft that time. Cleared by the Panthers. 14 seconds to go. See if the Wildcats have one less rush in them. Karn falls or trips over the puck. And Dahl's just going to kill this thing off by throwing it down deep. And be controlled by Gly there. And a period that started pretty well for the Wildcats. With a 2-1 lead, now facing the wrong end of a 3-2 deficit.
Both teams playing with a lot of intensity out there, a lot of hustle. I really like how Eagan's playing against a really tough Lakeville North team.
Well, Lakeville North on paper, certainly the better team. Wildcats, after going nearly winless last season, have crawled back into, respectability, are playing good hockey. They're being physical, they're getting shots, not enough shots. 37-14, again, isn't going to work long term, but if they can keep putting shots on Jacques, they're going to have an opportunity. We're going to step aside here for the second intermission. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with Wildcat Hockey here on ETV.
Great to be a part of Eagan history. something that all three of us are very proud of. The population of Eagan is 51% female, so we've worked hard to get our department to reflect the population that we're serving. The foundation of the Eagan Fire Department has been laid by many great men and women, and we have been welcomed here with open arms, very supportive.
You have that family aspect with your crew. You eat dinner together and you respond to calls together, and really it's just the best job there is.
I encourage all females to pursue a career that they're passionate about, regardless if it's historically been male-dominated, and that it is achievable. Give it a try, see if you're passionate about it, and if you are, you'll succeed.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Susanna.
We're going to talk to you about on-ice
and off-ice safety.
Hi friends, we're going to talk a little bit about safety today before we get on the ice. One of the first things to look for is down at your feet. It's really important to make sure that you don't have laces that are hanging. You can either tuck them into your socks or into a pair of tight pants. That's so much better. The next thing that I want to talk about is keeping our heads safe. I recommend, whether you're 2 or 62, if this is your first time skating or your first time taking classes, that you wear a helmet. You can bring a bike helmet from home, or you can rent one here at the rink. It'll look just like this. I feel ready to get out on the ice now. How about you? I'm so excited to step out on the ice with you guys, but we have to talk about one more thing first so that we can be really safe. That's falling down and getting up safely. When I feel like I'm going to fall backwards, I bend forward, my knees bent, my arms out in front of me, and leaning forward. That's gonna keep me from falling backwards. If I'm still gonna fall, I'm gonna try to go down safely to one side. That's the easiest way to do it. When I'm ready to get up, I'll put my hands and knees on the ice, put one foot up first, but keep my hands firmly on the ground. Put the other foot up, and then stand up slowly. If my feet are stuck apart, I can walk them in. I feel ready to get on the ice now. Let's go. We have to remember to watch our step, and we also want to look left and right before we get on, just like when we're crossing traffic. Whoa! That was Coach Susanna. Let's hear some more from her.
Hi there! I heard you are all ready to get on the ice. We're gonna start off with our safety pose again, because as you can see, we're on the ice, and now it's really slippery. We're gonna go over our safety pose one more time. Knees are bent, hands are out in front of me, and I'm leaning forward just a little bit so I don't fall backwards. When I fall onto my side if I can. I get on my hands and knees, one foot goes up, then the other, and I keep my hands on the ice until I feel safe enough to stand all the way up. A few more things to keep you safe. Skates are really sharp, so let's try not to kick when we're on the ice. When you do fall down, let's try and get up as fast as we can, and do so in a safe way. If you're ever in a lesson, it's really important that you are always listening to your teacher. And a really good way to show that is your feet are nice and quiet. The other thing we want you to make sure that you do is to take your time. Whether it's new or old skills, just for your safety and your friend's safety, we want to make sure that you're going nice and slow so no one gets hurt. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.
Our dedicated team of 24 utility staff works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to make sure that we deliver our almost 3 billion gallons of water to you, the residents and commercial businesses inside the city of Eagan. We are always investing and innovating to assure you, the public, get good, clean, quality water at a top value. This is our comprehensive approach to ensure a successful future for us all.
I was more than happy to participate in it, actually being a former student athlete here at the high school.
The ladder is an acronym: leadership, accountability, determination, discipline, empower, and resiliency.
It's make sure you do your part, make sure you do your thing, make sure you get one step at a time and make sure you do your stuff, but at the same time, you got to bring people up on the ladder with you.
Being able to do a photo with the fire truck, especially with the ladder, and climb the ladder with it was pretty fun.
It's really nice as a football player to know that you have a community behind your back and that you have people there to support you.
wanted a space where someone could bring a family member or a friend or a neighbor and not have to worry about any exclusion. This park can adapt to all different people regardless of what their abilities are.
On an average playground, I'll just be on the sidelines, be like, yay, yay, you did it. But now I get to be like, come on, let's go play all together, and it's pretty amazing.
We know that inclusive play teaches important life skills like cooperation, empathy, and leadership. And it helps build relationships and community around those same values.
Come to this park because you're gonna have an awesome time. It's inclusive for everyone. There's lots of things to do for both young ones and older ones.
Welcome back to Eagan Civic Arena for third period action. It's South Suburban boys varsity hockey between the Eagan Wildcats and the Lakeville North Panthers. I'm Nathan Cron, joined by my broadcast partner Greg Byrne, and right now we're looking at a score of 3-2 in favor of the Panthers. Shots are 37-14. Wildcats came out, got a 1-0 lead at the end of the first period. Now they're staring at the wrong end of a 3-2 deficit heading here into the third. We're going to see what the Wildcats come up with as they try to climb back into this game. Greg, what do you expect here in the third period?
I don't know. That was a very fun second period, even though we were outshot quite a bit. But Eagan was playing with a ton of intensity, physicality. They were fast. You know, even after the Panthers scored those 2 goals, we were right back making shots on goal right away, which is a good sign of the heart of this Eagan team. Hey, before we go in, I just want to thank Eagan TV for filming all of the Eagan hockey games this year. ETV does such a great job with Eagan sports, making it available, particularly in these COVID times. You know, we couldn't be here without them. So big thanks to them. Also, ETV is hiring production crew members. You'll be part of a team broadcasting sports events like this one, as well as meetings and other community events. You'll also shoot, write, and edit videos for your cable channel and social media. More details how to apply at cityofeagan.com/jobs. So again, big thanks for Eagan TV for all their help with the Eagan community.
Make sure you follow ETV on social media. You can catch them on Twitter or Facebook for game updates, local stories, and a lot more. You should subscribe to their YouTube channel so you don't miss a game. You'll get reminders. On top of that, all of this content is there on the YouTube channel, posted and saved. So if you ever want to go back and look at a game from, I don't know, a few years ago, maybe when your kid was playing or something, it's probably up there. You can probably find it out there in cyberspace.
Yeah, all right. Here we got Eagan coming back on the ice, third period. We're going to be starting on the power play. We got 1:07 left with Lakeville in the box. So now's the opportunity to start the period off right. Need some pressure. I'm sure we're going to see our top power play line out for that first minute.
I want to give a shout out to our excellent ETV crew. I mean, they do such a great job with replays and camera work and production quality and scoreboards and all of the things that make this production really top of the line. It lets guys like Greg and I and Mike Cook, when he's here, lets us just talk and do the easy job. Producer Josh Sibley, director Dalton Gruber, Joe Chupik, and Aaron Thomas are on the cameras. Thanks very much, guys, for making us look like professionals. Wildcats are in their huddle, ready to break down. Lakeville North Panthers not out of the locker room yet. Not quite 100% sure what's going on. I would expect them to be out here any second. Here they come, but that was kind of interesting. I think either they didn't hear the buzzer or they forgot, or they didn't get their wake-up call.
I think Coach Carlson Eagan is a little more punctual is the issue there. Coach Carlson is second year at the helm of the varsity team. He was the JV coach prior to that. Doing a great job with these kids. Carlson's also a teacher at Eagan High School, and the kids love him.
Well, Coach Carlson, when we met with him last week, was talking a little bit about how different this year has been. And I'm sure if you're watching at home, the fact that we have a crowd, the fact that this year we have a crowd, we have student section, we've got visiting fans, we've got all sorts of noise around the arena, really adds to the atmosphere. It's something we didn't have last year, and And as Coach Carlson told us, you know, when we spoke with him earlier, Greg, he just enjoys it so much more and has so much more fun. Not taking away from the effort and the fun that they had last year, but the atmosphere is definitely back.
Well, definitely we have more kids with more varsity experience this year as well compared to last year. You definitely see these kids maturing. You know, my kid's been out for 2 years now, and it's just nice looking at some of these kids. Well, who is that? That kid's playing great. Didn't know who he was. So maturity of these younger kids is what's helping a lot, giving us the record we have this year.
And the Wildcats are starting on the power play. Linesman almost goes down in a heap. Wildcats, Roth does control. He's gonna have a hard time sliding it in there around Gibbons. The Panthers are gonna send it down deep. Second power play unit here, starting for the Wildcats. Barbado, Woodward, Olson, Roth, and Pika. Pika with it. He's probably gonna try to fire this in deep. Doesn't quite get there. Barbado's gonna retreat. Now Wedward with it. He's got a good bit of speed, as we've seen all season long. Like to see Wedward gain the zone. Finds Roth in the middle. Does slide around. Pika does a nice job of controlling it. Now Roth's got it. Feeds the point. Barbado with it. It's going to get blocked that time by Brosh. Oh, well, that had to sting. See Brosh buckling there as the puck is sent down into the Eagan zone. 14 seconds left on the on the penalty. Gley aggressively tries to fire that out. It's intercepted by North, and the penalty is going to run out here on the Wildcats. Not a lot of opportunity there for the Wildcats, as Wolf is going to jump on this now for the Lakeville Panthers. Going to chip it ahead. Roth with it now behind the net, and he's going to do something with it. Hopefully, well, now he's going to do something with it. It's getting wrapped around that time by Martin. Eagan with a change, and he's...
Lakeville North scoring, unfortunately, on an Eagan change.
I think that's Camilli. It's his second of the game.
Yeah, Lakeville did a nice job of stopping us coming up the ice, taking control of the middle part of the ice, coming in.
And it is, in fact, Camilli's second of the game. Really unfortunate for the Wildcats. Not the start they were looking for here for this third period. But again, as we talked about, Greg, every time you touch the puck in the defensive zone, it has to come out. It has to be clean. It has to be even. It has to. You can't turn over and create opportunities for the other team. Lakeville North is just too good, and that time the Wildcats got burned. Phillips sends it in. Roth goes for a chase. Eddie Moore on the other wing. Here's Roth shooting and putting it on Jacques. Jacques pads it wide. Roth active again here. Have to say Cameron Roth has had an excellent game here for the Wildcats. Now he finds his line mate, Rowan Phillips. Phillips tries to send it on. Phillips couldn't find it as it was blocked. Murray to retreat. Sent in deep by Eddie Moore. Moore's going to get chased. Now Jack with it for Lakeville. Jack's going to send it in on Gley. Gley's going to glove it and hold on to it. Several Panthers were sniffing around the goal. 14:43 to go here. Shots 39-15. You knew Lakeville North had quality. Right now, in the last minute or two, they've definitely shown some of that. Paling's going to control, throw it up to Gibbons at the point. Murray and Kanek are going to give chase in the corner. Now it comes to Albrecht. He's watched there by Pika. Henry Martin puts a hip into Paling. Exit pass that time by Pika. Olson pushed off the puck. Wildcats not able to get really anything in terms of quality offensive zone time. They had a little bit of it here in the first period and even in the second period, but right now, so far in the third period with 13:58 to go, they've not had an opportunity really to get anything going in the offensive zone.
Nice check by Cron. You got to keep that physicality going.
Nicely done, turned away there by the Wildcats. And had the look of a cross-crease pass. Lockenmeyer's going to grind there on the wall. Gly's going to try to come in and pick someone's pocket. Can't. Oh, what a save by Gly! Oh, he does the splits and absolutely denies somebody on the back door. Win or lose, that is the save of the game by Gabe Gly. His brother Gus Gly brings him ahead. Lockenmeyer written off of it. Now Cron intercepts in the middle of the ice. He's got an opportunity, throws it on Jacques, looks for Gly, can't find it. Gly using his big body, but turned away. Now it's poked away by Barbado. Barbado sends it back in. Wildcats have to touch up. Maybe at the next break we'll get a chance to look at that save by Gly, but oh my goodness. He had absolutely no business keeping that puck out of the net, as a Lakeville North player was camped out and all he had to do was tap it in from a cross crease from his teammate. More Roth-Phillips line out now for the Wildcats. The game's become a little more open. 2-on-1 here. Nice job being broken up that time by Barbado. The shot goes out of play.
Excellent D by Barbado there.
Take a look at this save. Look on the right side. I think it's going to be watch the right side of the goal, the right of the screen here. It's tic-tacked across. It's right there. Oh, absolutely. Albrecht has it on his stick.
Actually, 2 pad saves there.
2 pad saves by Gly. Amazing. Absolutely no business keeping that puck out of the net, but he does the job anyway. Barbado brings it in, slides it in, tries to get it deep. It's intercepted there. Now Leighton Olson intercepts. He's going to throw it deep. Olson didn't know what was around him. Otherwise, I think he probably would have tried to skate with that. Cron keeps it in at the point, sends it in, finds Martin. And the Wildcats will have to retreat.
Yeah, Wildcats should probably settle down just a little bit. Think about where they're moving the puck to. They're playing really good. There's no reason that they need to start whacking things around, for lack of a better word.
No, they definitely don't need to start doing that. What they do need to do, though, is get the puck into the offensive zone with a little bit of control and get some shots.
Yep.
Jacques has shown that you can score on him, but you're going to have to do a good job of getting some zone time. 4-2 here. Panthers leading the Wildcats. Wildcat goes down in a heap. Shot goes wide, then on Gly. Goyle, Lockenmeyer, and Gly out for the Wildcats. As Murray turns it over. Intercepted, I should say. Now Lockenmeyer with it. He's going to chip it ahead, see if he can find Goyle. Can't. Gly's going to use his body, get in front of it, try to send it in deep. Also throws a hit on the far side. Just an opportunity for the Wildcats to try to get the forecheck going, but nothing doing as the puck squirts out. Now controlled by Goyle. Goyle's looking for Gly.
Yeah, it was tough for Goyle. He had a couple of guys right in front of him.
Nice job that time by the Panthers moving the puck through the zone. Wildcats don't have to take too many chances, but they do need to get some offensive pressure. Right now, Goyle's all by himself. He's going to send this down deep. The Wildcats are going to change behind him. Barbado's going to come back for it for the Wildcats. Cron's going to take it, put it on his stick. He's going to flip it out of the zone. Find Phillips. Phillips drops it to nobody. Dahl intercepts. Nice stick work by Dahl. Cron says enough of that, pushes him into the boards.
Yeah, Cron doing a great job there, now taking it up the side of the ice.
Cron luckily not breaking another stick. Now it's a 2-on-1, but Phillips hustling back on the back check. Nicely done that time to deny Dahl any opportunity to try to get a stick on that.
Yeah, Cron did a nice job of getting that out of our zone there. He was patient, and that's what I was talking about, is we don't need to get nervous and hasty. Just need to keep things under control. We can score another goal. Got 10 minutes left.
Wedward battling with it there with Brunello. Gly with it. Gly's going to whiff on it. Communication between Glai and the defenders has been something that Coach Carlson has talked about and said, look, we need to get better at. Is intercepted there by Wedward. Finds Martin. Martin chips it ahead. Leighton Olson's going to give chase. Wedward's going to push up. And now Lance Murray with the puck in the offensive defensive zone. Wildcats certainly have the ability to put the puck in the net, create offensive pressure, but right now, just not able to have enough continuity, not able to open up with enough time. Lakeville doing a nice job of closing it down. There's Leighton Olson just throwing it out to outside of the zone. Goyle finding Murray. Murray puts it on net on Jacques. I think he surprised Jacques a little bit. Murray's going to look for it. Shot there on the point, at the doorstep by Gus Glai. Nice job by Murray circling and finding his teammate. Glai hammers it into Jacques' chest protector. Watch this as Murray goes around. He gets his own rebound, then he goes around. Glai sets up in the slot, fires, and Jacques is able to equal the task. Wildcats doing a nice job of possessing the puck down there and cycling. Goyle with it now. Lockenmeyer is going to step up, try to hold it in. Nice job by Lockenmeyer. Holds it in for Goyle. Goyle's going to try to throw it in front. Lockenmeyer was looking around, and Jacques is going to get on top of that.
Nice centering pass by Goyle there.
Well, it's a leap of faith, Greg Byrne, because I'm not sure anybody had a chance to be there, but somehow Lockenmeyer flashes from the side and gets there to at least create an opportunity.
Yeah, Lockenmeyer was being tied up there, but, you know, they got to go to the goal.
Griffin had no idea Lockenmeyer was there. That puck didn't quite get through Griffin. If it somehow gotten through, Lockenmeyer would have had probably an excellent opportunity. Sent in by Cron. Now Martin's going to give chase. See if Henry Martin can live up to his moniker, the Pest, and see if he can create a turnover here. Leighton Olson bangs with a Panther on the far side. Not that Lakeville North is playing passive at all, not at all, but looks like they're playing smart here. They're firing it in, not trying to do anything that's going to create an odd man rush going the other way.
Yeah, they're trying to control the center of the ice too, which is good for defensive standpoint.
Roth's going to win the race to that far side. Woodward's also going to give chase. Swing and miss there by the Panthers. Somehow that puck's going to come out. Nicely done that 10 Barbado. Crafty little poke check.
Yeah, right now Eagan's got to take some chances pinching up, which is what Barbado did.
Sent in by Cron from Phillips. Puck just comes squirting out. Cron was going for a change, but reverses his turn, comes out and sends it back deep enough. Now Phillips with the turnover, and he horses it. He houses it, unbelievable. Rowan Phillips with the backhand over Jacques, almost like a, look at this bend.
Yeah, it's kind of a fluttering backhand, which I think caught the goalie offhand. Just why not just scoop it over his shoulders? I love that.
He houses it, unbelievable. Rowan Phillips, 2 goals, a brace for Rowan Phillips. And it's 4-3 Panthers. Wildcats scoring here to equal the Panthers here in the third period. Now it's all to play for, Greg.
And again, no reason to get hasty. Let's just play solid hockey, be patient.
Sounds like that was an unassisted goal by Phillips. But Phillips, 2 goals and an assist today. Between him and Cam Roth, they're going to have a hard time picking a player of the game in the locker room.
That's a good thing to have, 2 players of the game, right?
Absolutely. Well, we'll see if Lakeville North decides. Well, they did. They did decide that they needed to score another goal. That was a defensive breakdown by the Wildcats. You can't let a Lakeville North forward, as good as they are, you can't let them wonder. And that time they let them wonder. That's going to be Krantz again. His second of the game off the fourth line.
Just nothing Glide can do in that circumstance. He's spread out nice, but had a wide open shot there. Not sure what's happening here.
Coach Carlson, discussion with the referees about something. Now, of course, Coach Carlson knows he's not likely to change anyone's mind, but he wants to understand what they saw. Obviously, there was something going on down there. I'm not sure what it was. So it's Krantz from Brunello for the last goal here for the Wildcats, the Panthers. And I think, I think the discussion might be about interference.
Well,
might it be about goalie interference? Maybe there's someone interfering with Glide, not allowing him to try to get to that back door. But I sure didn't see it.
I don't know if we can see that shot again or that goal.
We'll see if we can dial it up, but see if we can figure out exactly what the issue is. The puck wraps around here to the left side of your screen. It comes in here.
There was no Lakeville North guy in the crease.
So it wasn't interference. It must have been something else. So now the Wildcats are going to be up against it. Down 2 goals here with 6:02 to go. They're going to have to take a few chances as mom and dad, grandma and grandpa all have to duck out of the way. Somebody from Lakeville North decided that they wanted to make sure that somebody got a puck here in the stands.
No injuries.
No injuries. We'll face it off here with 6 minutes to go. Ron's going to win that faceoff. He's going to send it on. It's tipped. Nice tip that time by, I think it was Roth in front. Roth puts it on Jacques again. And these Wildcats not going into the good night. Putting a little offensive pressure here on these Lakeville Panthers. I say Lakeville, of course, I should say probably Lakeville North, but I'm told that at Lakeville North, they often refer to themselves as Lakeville, and they refer to Lakeville South as South. That's what I'm told. Not saying, just saying. Sent in that time, Barbado.
Oh.
Is Barbado going to be able to keep it in? He does keep it in. Craw, nice job throwing it deep. Good effort by Barbado. Wildcats have got to get a little control here in the zone. Cron's going to pinch in deep. That's what you have to do when you're down by 2 goals with 5:29 to go. Doyle's going to cover for him. Nice job checking over there by Lockenmeyer. He's going to grind with at least 3 different Panthers. Forecheck here for the Wildcats, working fairly well. Of course, it's just as I say that, the Panthers break it and come in on Gabe Glide. Not sure that shot ever got through. Somebody lost their stick. Barbado did.
Nice block by Lockemeyer, going full body down to make sure that puck didn't get past.
Cron with the puck now. He's going to send it back for Barbado. Barbado, takes a high hit that time. Wildcats definitely cranking up the offensive pressure and the physical pressure. Exit pass that time by Lockenmeyer. You see a little frustration from him that was not what he wanted. Jack's going to try to shoot. Blocked by Cron. Nicely done. Another block that time by Eddie Moore. Another block, and finally Gabe Glide climbs on top of it. And we're going to have a face-off here. At least 3 blocked shots that time by the Wildcats, Greg.
Yeah, Eagan loves to block shots, and those are so critical. And they really don't hurt.
And we are going to have a penalty here on the Panthers. Krantz is going to go for slashing. I think the slash occurred after. I think the slash occurred as the puck came in and Glide was covering it. There's one block. Here's two blocks. Here's the third right there. They're going to get Kranz somewhere in here for a slash. Yeah, they slashed on Glide. So we're going to have a power play here for the Wildcats. Of course, if the Wildcats can net one here, they might have some business.
You know, I think that's a frustration goal on Lakeville North because they're trying to shoot. We're blocking their pucks. Gets them really frustrated.
Nice attempt there on the one-timer by Royal. Puck goes high in the air, does not make it to the rafters. The disco ball was at risk, however. And we're going to have icing here against the Wildcats. With 3:47 to go, they have a man advantage, and just that long outlet pass just couldn't be touched by Wedward. The Wildcats will have to retreat into their own zone.
Yeah, 3:47 left in the third period. 1:22 left in the power play.
Wildcats have scored with the pulled goalie this year, and so they've had some success. But that was when they were down by 1 goal, not 2. Lockenmeyer's going to try to bring it in. He's going to get rubbed off there by Dahl. It's held in by Goyle. Wildcats have the extra man. They've got to use the extra man. They've got to use space. Wildcats have got to come and help each other. Wedward now with it behind the net. He's going to look for an opportunity. Now he circles to the front. Tries to give it to Lockenmeyer. Fires it at Lockenmeyer's skates. Lockenmeyer now is going to try to get to the point. He's going to do what he can here. Barbado's going to fire it towards net. It's deflected. I think the Wildcats are in shot mode. They got to just get straight shots. There's a tip. Opportunity. Yeah. And it's a goal! Shot and a goal! It's a tipped opportunity, and I think it's going to be Woodward from Lockenmeyer and Barbado.
You know, Eagan did a great job of being patient, set that up. Look at the replay.
Take it back. Gus Gley is going to the... It might be Gley. Looks like it's going to be Gley. Gley, another player much like Roth, who had scored earlier in the year but had had a bit of a drought, scores his first varsity goal in some time, and it's 5-4. These Wildcats just will not go away.
They got 3 minutes left. Again, they can be a little patient to start out with. Go for some good attempts.
Gley from Barbado and Woodward to make it 5-4 against these Panthers as Gley misplays the puck. There's an opportunity. He gets back in the net. Cron wisely does a good job of chipping it out, and we're going to have icing here, I think, on the Wildcats, and I think that's wise because there was absolute ant scramble in the defensive zone by the Wildcats. Gley well out of his net, played it oddly to the point. Let's see a replay here. He plays it. No, he doesn't play it. I don't think he knew that Lakeville North was hovering like that, but with a 1-goal lead, Lakeville North wants to try to score again, Greg.
Yeah, I think Gley's got an angel in his pocket today, man. He's been making some fabulous saves. Oh. Once again, a puck out the parent territory, no injuries.
I like the idea by Cron. What he's trying to do is use the glass to get it out, but he's gotta hit the glass. Gotta hit the glass there, young man, because it's the only way you're gonna get it out of the zone is if it chips high up off that glass. Glass here at Eagan is not very high. It's one of those short. It's the normal size, but there are some venues where there's really high glass like Prior Lake, but that's not what we have here. As Gley sends it in, Lockenmeyer's going to give chase. Gley's going to try to hold it in now. He does. Fires it back deep. Now Goyle's going to give chase. Just 2 minutes to go here. Gabe Gley, the goalie, is coming out. He's going to have to stay in as this puck's now played deep, and it's going to be icing against the Panthers. We'll see if Coach Todd Carlson pulls Gley now.
I think with a minute 55, you might. Although Eagan's playing really good offensive hockey the last 5 minutes or so.
Carlson, with the last change, is going to put the blue line out there with Barbado and Cron at the defensive points. Glai's still in his net. 1:55 to go. It's a 1-goal game. And a Lakeville Panther centerman is getting thrown out. Thrown out of the center ice, center circle, not thrown out of the game.
It looks like Coach Carlson's going to draw something up for those last 2 minutes.
Yeah, Eagan's going to now. It makes you wonder if you're going to call your timeout now. Do you pull Glai now or not? Maybe Carlson wants to think about that as he's playing. I mean, to be honest with you, I think if Lakeville's got such skill and speed, Greg, that you get the sense that if they get the puck and get a clearance, they're going to have a good chance to put this thing away. On the other hand, maybe now's your chance if you're the Wildcats.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. The Wildcats have had some good offensive pressure the last 5 minutes. And I think you give them another 30 seconds or so to see what they can do. Especially it's in the offensive zone.
Well, it's the big kids out there for the Lakeville Panthers. It's the Brosh, Dahl, Camilli line, along with looks like Brunello and Griffin. Jacques has had 24 shots, 20 saves, 4 goals. That's uncharacteristic for him in terms of statistics. I mean, he's got a save percentage. He's only giving up a 2.64 goals against average. 46 shots by the Panthers. 39 saves for Gabe Glai. And Gabe Glai is still on the ice, so I get the sense, you're right, Greg, that he's going to give the Wildcats another 30 seconds. Now, as I say that, Glai hops over the bench, and we're going to have 6 skaters here for the Wildcats. So we're going to have Glai. We're going to have Glai, Lockenmeyer, Cron, and Wedward up front, Barbado and Goyle on the points. Empty net now for the Wildcats. Puck gets flipped out of the zone. Barbado hustling over, and Dahl's going to have it. He's going to put it away with an empty net goal.
You know, it's a chance you got to take. Not a high percentage, but when you're trying to win the game, which they needed to do,
well, it's important. It's essential that you control the face-off and that you support the puck. And that time it just didn't work for him. Coach Carlson trying to keep the Wildcats' spirits up. Wildcats' heads down a little bit, but they've played toe-to-toe and really gone toe-to-toe
against one of the toughest teams.
One of the toughest teams in the state. I understand moral victories. We're not into moral victories and that kind of stuff, but as Glai is back in the net now, Barbado's going to come back and give chase as Dahl's going to keep the puck down in the offensive zone for the Panthers. But they have gone absolutely toe-to-toe with the Lakeville North Panthers, and despite being outshot almost 2-1, they're hanging with these Panthers score on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be playing the Wildcats next game. Wildcats are going to come off really confident. And again, each game they seem to mature so much, get so much better. The young guys definitely are stepping up.
Well, next game is here on the 18th against Rosemount at Eagan Civic Arena. That will be broadcast here on ETV as a long outlet by Barbado looking for Cron at the blue line. And Glai sneaks under a check there and comes back out to Barbado. Barbado's going to throw it forward again.
And when you talk about rivalries, there's none bigger than Rosemount Eagan.
Yeah, it's going to be an intense hockey game, no question about that. Cron leaves it back, turns it over, and it's another goal that time. Oh, Cron turned it over, thought one of his teammates was behind him. He wasn't. And Lakeville's going to pad their stats with yet another goal. Not sure who scored that one. I think it's going to be Albrecht, number 22. And unfortunate that time that the Wildcats gave that one away. This was a 1-goal game a minute and a half ago.
Yeah, no, Eagan could be really proud of the way they played. Skating fast, being physical.
We got Peyton Jensen and Maxime Brickheisen are out on the board, out on the defensive pairing. So first shifts for them. Kind of a penalty here against Lakeville North. The last 18.5 seconds to go. So the more Roth and Moore and Rowan Phillips are going to go to the bench. We're going to see Phillips, Roth, we're going to see Roth, Wedward, and Leighton Olson. It's a power play group sent in by Roth. On net, Jock sticks it aside. Henry Martin's going to do what he can.
Nice job.
Get back and play defense. Does a nice job of that. Gabe Glide gets snowed a little bit there. Not sure I like that if I'm a Wildcat player, but it's a 7-4 score. I think that's probably going to be our final. The girls are up next, JV, and then at 7 o'clock tonight, ETV will be back with girls varsity action. Really unfortunate end here for the Wildcats, as like I said, with about a minute and a half to go, minute 42 to go. This was a one-goal game. Goalie was pulled. Lakeville North celebrating, very happy with the result. Wildcats upset, disappointed with the result, despite, as you said, Greg, how well they played.
Yeah, 25 shots on goal, definitely not close to the almost 50 by Lakeville North. But usually 30 goals or shots on goal is a decent expectation, I guess. We're a little short of that. Definitely, we had some really good glimpses of greatness there as far as some pressure on Lakeville North. So go into the first period ahead. Second period, Lakeville North played a little better. But I think it's going to be a fun game against Rosemont this week.
Well, we'll see Rosemount on Tuesday, and then next Saturday is Eastview here at the Eagan Civic Arena. So we have 2 back-to-back home games coming up. Thanks to everybody here at ETV. For Josh Sibley, Dalton Gruber, Joe Chupik, Aaron Thomas, my name is Nathan Cron with my broadcast partner, Greg Byrne. Thanks for joining us here on ETV, and don't forget, girls varsity action at 7 o'clock tonight. So long, everybody.